it seems like the reviews I posted have been a pretty nice success. I've gotten lots of good comments on them, and everything seems to be fairly positive, except, you know, negative comments against my playing, which admittedly sucks. We'll try and overlook that. But by far the most commented thing I've had is, do a review on the E-flat clarinet. Boom. My Chinese-made E-flat clarinet. And if memory serves me correctly, I paid all of $129 for this brand new. So, is it worth it? Well, let's first go over the construction, what this instrument is. Standard E-flat clarinet, 3 pieces, barrel, single piece body, and bell. The barrel, I just measured it, is... I wonder how long that's been like that. The barrel's upside down. I'm an idiot. I wonder if that makes any difference. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be fine. Anyway, the barrel is 40 millimeters in length. So I believe standard E-flat is 41. So it may be a hair on the short side, but that's okay. I kind of wanted a little bit shorter barrel on it. The one thing I will recommend, this is the mouthpiece that comes with the Chinese-made E-flat clarinet, and the first thing you need to do with this is... Oh, it didn't break. Throw it away. It's god-awful. Invest in a decent quality mouthpiece. The instrument might be cheap, the mouthpiece needs to be high quality. And I used that mouthpiece I just threw down into my living room for a good year before I invested in. This is a Van Doren, what is it? B44, I think. Yeah, B44. And I've got to upgrade the ligature, but what I've got on here works for now. And this made all the difference in the world. Alright, so let me put the clarinet down and I'll talk real quickly about the case. The case is different than the cases I looked at last time. This is a cloth case with what appears to be a hard plastic shell. It is Velcro sealed as well as a zipper, so it's not going to come undone. It's got all your standard pouches inside, very little room for anything else, but it does have an external pouch here that I've got a box of E-flat clarinet reeds in. Yay, I'm glad I know where those are. So, are there any faults on the instrument? Well, like the other 2 clarinets I've reviewed so far, it's nickel-silver keys. They're probably nickel-plated. Adjustable thumb rest. I seem to have lost the pad that goes with this. Not a huge deal. There is one mechanical complaint I'll have, and it is the left-hand FC key. And it just appears to have been soldered on in too low of a position. I can actually put my finger, let me use a different finger, in between the G sharp and the F key. So there's a big gap here. Truth be told, I don't use this key much when I play, so I don't notice it too often, but it is pretty out of the way, and it probably should. It wouldn't take much for a good repair person to take this off and move it up. It just looks like it's been soldered on a couple millimeters too low on the touch. Again, probably not something that would be too difficult to fix. You know, hard rubber brushed to make it look like grenadilla wood means it won't crack. And for those of us who don't play E-flat clarinet very often, in fact, I don't know if I've ever played this one out in public. Yes, I have. I played it in public once and it was just okay. So how does it play? Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play a 3-octave F major scale to give you just an idea. And let's... Alright, F major scale. And so that's the 3-octave F scale, and this, because I'm using a slightly harder reed on this instrument than I did on the reviews for the A and the C clarinet, it actually sits more in tune than the other two instruments right now. Those other instruments, I just need to use a harder reed. How high can it go? So there's the high F, which I'm playing using an F sharp fingering. And that's supposed to be a high C fingering that's coming out as a B, so you don't want to go any higher than that. But it can do it, just don't. So intonation is actually pretty spot on. I mean, everything is within lippable distance. I mean, let's look at some of the worst culprits. This is throat B flat. Reading a couple cents flat, and this is with the side key. And I got that to read up dead on in tune. So, perfectly playable. Low F. Dead on in tune. Low E. Hair flat. And something like that can easily be fixed with Phobes extension, because the low Fs and low Es are not usually in tune. I'm actually going to play some excerpts, and I'm going to show off something that I'll feature probably in my next video. Stay tuned for that, and that is this. And this is my newest book. Just came out a few weeks ago. Already sold lots of copies all over the world. It is Band Orchestration Volume 2, and I'm going to play some of the excerpts here for the E-flat clarinet. And just kind of show you some of the playing capabilities that I don't have, but this instrument should have. So we'll see how badly I butcher these. We'll start off with a little bit from Berlioz's Funeral and Trample Symphony. So nice into the altissimo register there. Let's try a little bit of Stravinsky. Please forgive me, Stravinsky. Hopefully Stravinsky forgives me for that. How about a little bit of Mahler? So a little bit of Mahler there, and the one thing I will say is this excerpt is where this misplaced key comes in as a disadvantage because I'm having to go between C and E flat. And when I lift my finger up, it goes under this key here. So that's a bit of disadvantage, and it may be something I need to work on hand position. And what it does is it pulls this finger off. Otherwise, it works pretty well. And finally, we'll go a little bit into the Chalumeau range and play a little bit of Granger's Lincolnshire Posy. There you go, the Chinese-made E-flat clarinet for 120 bucks. You know what? It works. It works for me pretty well as a composer. I mean, I'm not playing this thing out in public very often. I sit here in my practice room. But if you're going to get it, make sure you get a decent mouthpiece. The thing that comes with it that I threw across the house is a piece of... yeah. Anyway, for my money, worth it. You know, I put a $100 value mouthpiece on here, which I got on eBay for like 40 bucks. So I have 160 bucks invested in this instrument, and it plays pretty well. In fact, you know, once I upgraded stuff, and you know, next thing I've got to get a little bit better ligature on here. But hey, you know what? I'm still in this thing for under 200 bucks, and it plays nicely. So let me know what you think. You know, comment on my playing if you have to. I know it's terrible. I'm a bassoonist. This is far from bassoon. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I've got more of these coming.